I am currently studying broadcast journalism with minors in communication studies and political science. I know I'm going to grad school. I know for a fact I've already started the application process. But as to what I want to do in terms of a career, I'm kind of in the limbo. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but now I'm kind of tossing some different ideas up in the air. So we'll see what happens. For a long time, I thought I wanted to go into politics. Actually, I thought I wanted to, run for a local office, then run for Congress. And when I was little, I actually said that I'd become the president in 2036. Jokingly, yeah, I counted how long I have to wait and everything. Now I'm thinking more something along the lines of communications and outreach for a nonprofit or for an NGO, or going into law because I want to get my law degree. But I'm not 100% sure exactly. And I know from speaking to a lot of professionals that sometimes what you get your degree in is not what you practice. So I'm just trying to learn as much as I can, do as much as I can, and just meet as many people as I can. And hopefully something happens after that. One of my professors / organization advisors reached out to me, Professor Cornelius Foote. He reached out to me. He said that he has been involved with Forefront Living and the EMM Luncheon quite a bit. He said that they had some work that they needed done and was interested. I thought that it would be something to keep me busy at least, and I'm very glad that I accepted the offer, because not only did it keep me busy, but it also just allowed me to meet so many amazing people. I hadn't heard anything about any of what you all did, or the organization, the luncheon, any of that. It was the first time for me. So he told me about it, and I just did a little bit of research about faith and Forefront, and I was like, yeah, this seems like something that I would be really interested in doing. There were some crossovers, especially in terms of interviewing and preparing, but it was a lot of uniqueness to it also that I was being exposed to. So I still learned a lot, even though I had a little bit of experience in other areas. So everyone was nominated by someone else. So I would go through and read those nomination forms to see what other people had to say about them. But, everyone also had to fill out a form about themselves also. But you come to the realization after a certain point of interviewing people that a lot of people don't like talking about themselves. So they end up even accidentally leaving a lot of stuff out. So that's why I would go towards the nomination forms, because the people who nominated them knew so much, and they went in depth about the work that they did. So it just gave me a lot of information. And then I would also, research them, being able to just Google something about those people. I would always go in with 3 questions that I would use for every single person. But then after that, I would make questions unique to that person and what they did. So it would give me a starting point, but I would also be able to branch out in many different directions if need be. It was hope. And it's called Help One Person Every Day. And that's always stuck with me, because it just shows some people, a lot of people, more people than you would expect, genuinely care about others. So it wasn't anything like I was expecting. And it honestly, some of the nominees actually brought tears to my eyes because of their stories and the work that they've done. And it was just I was so fortunate and so blessed to be able to do this project, because it just taught me so much about human beings in general. Don't give up. A lot of the nominees that I interviewed, some endured some things that would traumatize a lot of people, and some admitted to those traumatizations, but nonetheless, they never gave up. And they always wanted to put their best foot forward in terms of helping other people. And that's probably a big thing for me. Whenever you have the chance to help someone, whether it's just talking to a stranger while they're waiting on something, or actually going out of your way to service someone in the community, go ahead and do it, because you never know when you might need some assistance too. And it's always best to give back. Someone told me we were put on this earth to help others. So we should all try to do that in some form or fashion. Even in the world that we live in today, all the bad things happening, there are still so many people who genuinely care about the lives of others. And they go out of their way each and every day to do something, to change something for the better. So what I would say is, to the nominees, on a personal note, I would love to say, thank you for giving me the privilege to hear your stories, because you all taught me how to be a better person just listening to you. The work that you've done, even during the hectic hours, even during COVID, while still working a full-time job, just being able to volunteer your time, your service, it was just truly magnificent to be able to hear that. And what I would say, it has made me a better person for sure, because I know that there's always work to be done. No matter how much good you do, you can still do some more. And I know that I have some work to do.